Hi everyone, and thanks for tuning in. Joey Moss with Bad Boy Gaming. That's right, your favorite redhead, I understand. So we are playing Giant Tribal, and I talked about Giant Tribal during spoiler season, and I think it was even one of the thumbnails I included it, could this be a thing? Well, actually it is a thing, and it actually put up some decent results. I played a total of 10 matches, and I won 7 of them. I'm going to show you the majority of the wins, and then, a loss or two. But wow, it was a lot of fun. And also, I included a sideboard, but the sideboard I'm including, it's not actually a sideboard. It's just to show you guys other alternatives you can use if you wanted to put this kind of a deck together. All right, and also some things I tested out. That all being said, and also I do apologize for the later uploads. My schedule's a little off right now. Hopefully things will get back to normal soon. All right, that out of the way, let's get into this. So Giant Tribal, this was probably the most fun I had with a deck lately, all right? Now, we are running giants and a lot of them. So we also have to run some kind of removal. Now, hear me all out before you just go saying, why aren't you running this and this and this and this? And I'll probably cover that card in a minute and why I did and why I did not, okay? So Scorching Dragonfire, great card. It's going to help with removal, also taking out planeswalkers and whatnot. And they get exiled. Some of these cards are a pain in the butt. Like, they don't actually, when they die, they can come back. There's quite a few cards like that in Throne of Eldraine. So this helps with that. 3 copies. 4 copies Paradise Druid. We are running 3 colors. All right, there's giants, I think, in all colors. I think in 4. I don't know if about blue, but at least in 4 colors, there's giants. We're only running the 3, though. So that being said, 3 colors right now is a bit difficult. If you're not running Paradise Druid, don't even try making this deck. That's what I'm going to tell you right now, because it just won't work. I tried it, did not work. We have 4 Bone Crusher Giant. Great card. It acts as a shock for 2, which damage can't be prevented. And on top of that, we can bring it out as a giant for only 3. It's a 4/3 giant. Pretty nice. Yorvo. The main reason we're running Paradise Druid. Yorvo is just that good. All right, he's one of the best giants right now in the game and standard, and he only costs 3. But those 3 are all green, so we have to make sure we can get to our green mana. That's why Paradise is in here. Also, we have Domri, Anarch of Bolas. It's another 3-drop, another smaller like drop, but it's huge, just like our creatures. And it's -2, target creature you control, fight target creature you don't control. That's going to come in really handy. And also we can ramp up. Plus, creatures you control get +1/+0. You do notice I am running the Great Henge. We are running 4 copies. It allows us to get to it really quick. Sunder Shaman. 4 copies of this as well. He's a really good giant, especially in this meta when there's enchantments and artifacts running around like crazy. And he's only 4 to drop. And he can't be blocked by more than 1 creature. Only 1 can block this guy, which is makes this card really cool in this current standard. I'm running 4 copies of him. Realm Cloak Giant, that's right. So we can sweep the board, all right? Destroy all non-giant creatures. The only non-giant creature we have in the entire deck is the Paradise Druid. That's it. By that point, I'm pretty sure we're going to be okay if we lose our Paradise Druid. And then we can also bring it out as a Vigilance 7/7 creature. Pretty nasty. 4 Beanstalk Giants, so we can ramp up even quicker. And also, he does drop as a giant, which is equal to the number of lands we control. That's very beneficial. 4 Great Henge. This is how we win the late game, 100%, or stay in the match, if our opponent has a bit of a hasty deck that's coming at us. We can just ramp a little bit, adding 2 green mana to our mana pool and gaining 2 life every time we do it. And we also get to put a +1/+1 counter on our creatures that enter the battlefield. And on top of that, we can reduce the spell by everything and draw a card. Really, really cool, Great Henge. Got to run 4. I tried running 3. Again, if you're running, right now, Arena's geared around 4-ofs. You have to run 4-ofs of almost everything if you want consistency in your deck. That's just a normal rule of thumb. But on Arena, if you put like a 3-of or 4-of and 2-of and 2 of this and 3 of that, it really messes with the algorithm, I'm telling you. Like, I've experienced this too many times. I'm sure you guys have as well. So here's the land base: 2 plains, 2 mountains, 5 forests, 4 stomping grounds, 4 sacred foundries, 4 temple gardens, and 4 Fabled Passage. The Fabled Passage is really huge in this, so we can get to the mana that we want. You can also go with the cheaper stuff to be more budget friendly if you don't have these kind of lands. But I recommend anyone go ahead and get these shock lands, like one of the first cards, rares you use, okay? Let's talk about what else could be done with this. All right, before we get into the gameplay, I'll go over this really quick. We are running a decent amount of adventures and whatnot, all right? So something like Edgewall Innkeeper could fit into this nicely. I did not test this out. I'm going to let you know that right now. But we are running, I believe, a total of like 12 that this could benefit, well with. So think about that, but also How often are we going to benefit from that? That's why I didn't do this, because the only card that we're able to really use this Edgewall Innkeeper with is none other than Bone Crusher Giant for the early game. Other than that, it's going to be a long time before we get around to casting these huge creatures, all right, and seeing any kind of benefit from Edgewall Innkeeper. That's why he's not in the deck. Gilded Goose, I was running him initially, him, her, whichever you want to call it, but I just didn't see it working. A lot of times my opponent would just take it out, and because I'm not running a bunch of their food tokens or anything else, it just didn't seem to fit the strategy. It didn't work too well. It's great that it adds 1 mana of any color, but I mean, if it dies, it's dead, and you're stuck, all right? Then we have Collision Colossus. I did try this. It did seem to be okay, but remember, we have to get our giants out. I'd rather have a giant in my hand, a creature at least, than have a Colossus that I can't use. It's a great finisher, I'll tell you that, but maybe if you're going to go this route, maybe a one of, I wouldn't get too crazy with it. Then we have Lucky Clover. You could do this again because the adventure side, it'd help you ramp up even more quickly. It's an option. I did not test it out, but I already know what it's like to run the clovers. I mean, you almost want to run 3 or 4 every time you do run a clover kind of build, and then you want to make it all based around it. So something to consider, but I don't know if you want to go that route. Rhythm of the Wild, it would be cool late game. It would make sure you can't be countered. I would definitely consider this a sideboard card. And also, our huge giants would come in with haste and a +1/+1 counter, one or the other. Pretty nice. Rubber Belt Rioters, yeah, sure. 3-drop haste, and then whenever Rubber Belt Rioters attacks, it gets +X/+0 until end of turn, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. That could be pretty beneficial. Only problem is he could be a 7/4 and 8/4, but he's just a big dummy, no trample or anything like that. Just another option to consider. Hotlay the Sun's Heart. This is a card I would definitely consider if you're going best of 3 to sideboard in, because each creature you control assigns combat damage equal to its power, equal to its toughness rather than its power. Not really mattering too much there, but the -3 is pretty big for the late game especially. You gain life equal to the greatest toughness among creatures you control. We do that twice, and we can have like a 7/7, 8/8 out. That's a lot of life we just gained right there. Just something maybe like 2 of in the sideboard. Tall as a Beanstalk. If you don't have some of these giants that I used, you can turn another creature into a giant with this common card from Throne of Eldraine. Enchanted creature gets +3/+3, has reach, and is a giant in addition to its other types. That +3/+3 is pretty big, just like giants normally are, and having reach is really cool. It's funny, it says this, you can become as big as a giant, whatever, but really, why don't other giants have reach then, if that's the case? I'm mind blown. Okay. Rampart Smasher, if you don't have a lot of these other giants, here's a good alternative. Smasher can't be blocked by knights or walls. This is even a great sideboard card if you're going giant tribal. Hammer Dropper, this is just another giant that's here. I don't recommend running it. I just want to show you a couple other ones in the colors that I used here. Also, Kenrith the Returned King. This could be an amazing card for finishing. I did not run him in the deck, all right? But all creatures gain trample and haste until end of turn. That's a big finisher. Plus, target player gains 5 life. And a lot of times you can drop Kenrith as early as turn 4 in this kind of build because we are ramping up, So something definitely to consider. Plus the +1/+1 counters. I mean, all that stuff. Not a bad idea. If he had giant on him, I'd be running him, But maybe a 2 of in this deck would have been pretty cool. Garenbrig Paladin, just another budget alternative for your giant tribal. All right, not a bad card. It can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. It's only 5. Return of the Wild Speaker, great for your card draw. If you don't have all of the great henges and you have maybe a Wild Speaker or 2, you can go with Return of the Wild Speaker. Non-human creatures you control get the +3/+3, whoopity-doo. The big thing, draw cards equal to the greatest power among non-human creatures you control. So keep that in mind. It has to be a non-human creature you control. I'm pretty sure they all are non-humans at that point when they're giants. All right, then we have a Swath Cutter Giant, Vigilance, and then this is if you don't have the other giants, you can try this out. It does something, Howling Giant, not bad, but it was just really steep on the casting cost. If anything, maybe a 1-drop. But again, if you don't have the other giants, something to consider. All right, guys, that's the entirety of it. That's my thoughts on everything. I hope you guys enjoy this. Stick around for the gameplay. It's a lot of fun, a lot of excitement. It is giants after all, and a giant tribal build. I enjoyed this a lot. I hope you do as well. Skudink. I think it looks pretty good. Gilded Goose. I was running that, but I kept losing my Gilded Goose. So, I just stopped. I just said no more. No more of that. So now I take things on a little bit slower of a path. But Goose is great. You got a turn 3 play with Gilded Goose. Especially if you're running like just 2 colors or something, you know. This is for sure going to be a card we got to take out. That thing gets big quick. I'm going to go with Tommy first. Versatility, my friend. Oh, yeah. So next turn, I mean, yeah, stuff, things, all that good stuff. We can drop Sunderman. We can drop Yorvo. Ooh, this is... Actually, no. Can we go back? It won't let me go back. Okay. Whatever. We'll go all green here. I'm worried he's going to do this to him. Well, it'd be a 3-3 base. I think he still has the +1 counters on him, doesn't he? No? He would lose him. We're going to find out. Still haven't made my deck with Oko yet. I'm sure once I make it, I'll be hooked and I'll be able to stop playing with my Yoko. Oko? Yoko. Oh no? What? All right. Beatles? Huh? Poor John. Alright. Man, it really has been a hard day's night though. I've been working like a dog. Look at that guy, huh? Fun stuff. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We could take it out. Yeah, we better do that. Here you go, pal. You go ahead and, fight that thing right there. Fight that token. Excellent. We really gotta take... Well, honestly, we probably shouldn't even worry about that and just keep going to face up here. Ooh, we can't have him do that, though. We can't have him just take control of our stuff. No siree, Bill. I'll grab the other white. No, we don't need it. Let's grab another green. Probably should have grabbed the other white, but we do have 2 Paradise Druids, so I didn't bother with it. But for our board wiper, yeah, we probably want that. He's drawing cards now, so this could be some craziness. Or getting his lands, I should say. He had a slow start. Oh, Proliferate. Cool card to go with that. Is that lethal? No, almost. If we go to face.
Oh dear.
This guy's fun, huh? Great Henge. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, indeed I do. I think we go... Another shaman. Yeah. And then scorching, yeah. Boosh! All right, that was good. Man, Giants fun, I'm telling you. I'll keep only because of this and the ramp. So if whatever threats we do have, we can board wipe it. At least that's what we're hoping to do. You can just bring it back. I gotta admit, I'm sick of seeing Cauldron familiar decks. Man, we are still in need of another green source. That's nuts. Usually I'm not like that hurt for it, but we are right now. Might as well make use. Oh, Shaboobie. Give me red, green, anything. Okay, I guess we just double tap that. You sacrifice yourself? No. How we can't get to your vote is beyond me. Thank goodness. That was a late start. Whoa. I'm sure by now he has removal. That's our first creature I think we dropped. Yeah, goodbye. Nice. Right now he's realizing this is giant tribal. Get some, boy. Gambles with 401k. Just saw that. Who saw that before I did? Holy slow. That's funny, though. That is funny. We have fun. All we do now is just drop bombs of giants on them. Lucky Clover, you can arguably run that, but man, really, I don't know. I just don't know about it. I really just do not. It'd be cool to run it, but you're only benefiting from 2 cards. And that would be your Beanstalk Giant and your, well, yeah, you can double destroy your own, or destroy all the creatures. And you're benefiting from Bone Crusher Giant. So, I mean, that's something, but is it worth it running, like, 2 copies, 3? If you go 4 copies, it's definitely not worth it. You know, I don't know. It's tough to say. Or the other card that lets you draw cards. I mean, it's a 1-drop. That arguably could be worth it, but that's like late game stuff, you know. The Great Henge already keeps us afloat enough. Our finisher is just being more powerful than they are. Like, we just overwhelm. Like, Domri is just going to come here and just bam, smack him in the face. And then we're going to take out Chandra at that point in the game. But that's our finisher, baby. Our finisher is just big, big creatures. Should I knight? I'm not going to like this. We already tapped our stuff. Guess we go for this. Any color we do. Thank you. So yeah, fun. Fun! Okay, we're done. Pass the turn, pass the turn. We are good. We are all is well, all is well. We got reserves for this Great Henge, man. I've thrown it out there. Definitely some of the most fun I've had, though, was playing like this deck. This Giants, you know? Giants is tribal. Decent amount of uncommons, but I mean, really, you're in a standard right now, guys, where what matters is a lot of rares. And mythics, you know, like there's not too many uncommon common decks that do anything good. I could build one, you know. I'm just worried not many people would care to watch it. That's all, you know. Like people would watch and be like, "Oh, cool, this deck is gonna lose to like everything in the meta," you know. So that's why I just didn't bother with it. That's pretty cool. I thought we had this game won. It is not over yet. Very nice, my friend. Very, very nice. And we got lands. That hurts. Hey, look, we got a land too, you know. Oh. All right, good game. Campbell's with 401k. That was good. Man. I'll keep it. Domri will help us a little bit, but why do they always pick me against the same colors, man? We're going to need all the green support we can get without our druid out. looking too hot. That's going to become a problem quick. Whoops, I want to do that one. Oh, that hurt a lot. That really hurt. This one was the one we wanted to go with. Tribal Knights. We don't have enough. Well, this would at least allow us to block. That's going to be rough. We're going to have to chump block. Not even chump block. I mean, we'll end up having to trade with this thing. Really need a Yorvo out. This wouldn't be a problem, but didn't hit our lands. Didn't hit our Druid. Is he going right for me? I just want to remove some of these counters on him. Oh, there's that. Oh, he took out the planes. Wow. Good move, my friend. Good move. And now you're about to feel Wrath Peel. He needs another one of those. We have to. It's the only way. That's pretty big. Do we wipe now? Probably. Yeah. Gets 2 cards drawn though off that. I don't like that. This thing really messes us up. Oh, it's not over. I'm definitely going to hit that and take it out. We need that henge out. Let's let him drop some more stuff. We got another Realm Cloak. That's it, buddy. That's what we're looking for. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we got enough. No block. You got some protection I don't know about, pal? I never use it. Oh no, that hurt. Clever. Still got our other great henge. I don't think he knows about that. The reserve. Roasty, good matchup, man. This thing's keeping him afloat for sure. This will probably end up winning him the game. If I can't take that out, we're in trouble. 2 Realm Cloak, though, is pretty good. I'm sure this has to be removal in his hand. What are we at? 40? 40? Yippee skippy. I've already board wiped him twice. It's pretty insane. When you think about it, it's pretty crazy. Now we're looking beast mode. If he has 2 kill spells in his hand, I might cry. That is a really good way to use this card, my friend. Insanely good way to use that card. Holy crap. Very nice, man. Very nice. Oh, we needed that in there. Of course, dude. Of course. Very nice, bro. Just continuously just do what you want to do. Mr. Top Deck. No, his deck's really good. I like it. Very thought out. If it's a land, we're dead. And we're dead. It's all she wrote. I'm not going to say good game to him because he doesn't respond to anything, but that was a good game. Hats off to you, man. Very, very cool deck. I'm going to think about building something similar to it. Well played. Ooh, we'll keep it, but that's rough. We'll just give him info now. It doesn't matter. If I was in rank, I wouldn't do that. All right, just so you guys know. If I was playing in rank, I would not go that route. I would not give them information like that because you're actually trying to win, you know. But this is just a little bit more of a fun play. So there you have it. All right, we got Paradise Druid. Things are looking pretty good. We could drop Sunder Shaman next turn. Interesting. Okay, I was like, what is that considered there? Alright, yeah, we'll just pay this. We'll pay the life. No, Yorvo. Probably should take out Lurker here. He does have Portal. He's got to have counters. I mean, do we go for it, though? The Great Henge? Let's go for this. If he's going to counter something, I'd rather him counter Scorching Dragonfire than my Great Henge. He just took it. I am impressed by that. I didn't think he was going to do that. I was anticipating something like that, though. That's why we didn't attack with both. The Druid. At least we were able to drop him right back on the field. Not too much time has been wasted. Okay, that used up quite a bit of mana. He smills all of his lands. I like this deck, though. I like what I'm seeing here. It's different. It's not the norm. We got a kill spell, Bill. Alright. Honestly, we probably got to get Great Henge out now before we just can't do anything. Now, he's going to take out a Garen Brig for sure. Ooh, he's hanging on to that kill spell. All right. This chick needs to die, though. We definitely have enough. That can destroy planeswalkers too, though. Cannot have Emery showing out. Emery needs to just die every turn. No attack. Now here comes a kill spell. He will be killing Domri, and he will be killing Shaman this turn. Flyer's going to take out Midnight. Maybe I should have just wiped last turn. Yeah, I think we should have just wiped last turn. Play something, buddy. Run out of stuff. Play your Flyer. No? Don't want to play your Flyer? Okay. It's not going to matter much here. That's global. It affects everything. The Wolves lay out. We'll play Paradise, though, for that card draw. He's flashing in on the Great Henge? No, oh, he can't. That's right. It's that guy. Okay, that was extreme. It's a good match. It's a great way to stay shape. Portal. That's huge. Nice, dude. Now we can bounce the Great Henge. Next turn, at least. Oh, I can do it now. He had enough for that? I didn't think he did. Interesting. Excusez-moi. Okay, we'll pay the 2. 7? Sure. He can keep doing that. That's like a never-ending loop. We would need something that takes out Portal. We have something, but I don't know where it is. That is sleazy. We got him. Wow, I didn't think we were going to get him there. I thought that was like some kind of like never-ending loop of just shenanigans, keep dropping stuff and just smacking us around. All right, hooray. Got it. That was a good one. That's a pretty decent starting hand. Must grab our green for Yorbo. There you go. I'll pay the 2 life. We got 2 different removal spells. We may just need to keep. We got to keep that open and available. Up against Demir though. Ah, that's not going to matter. What's my other Yorvo? Jerk. Paradise. Almost went with Paradise. Goodbye, Great Henge. I would imagine at least he would take out Henge. But we are running 4, so let's keep that in mind. I almost feel like we should have dropped the giant there. Just to really like speed things up and put like a lot of pressure on him, you know? I have 4 cards in hand. to 8. Home slice back at it. Kind of funny here. This dude's probably going, are you serious right now? Are you freaking serious right now? I can't, what? I can't believe this. I can't believe it's not butter. All right, down to 3. Closing argument here. Can we finish it? Is the question. There are cards that he could drop that would wreck us. Okay, that slows things up. I think we got a double drop here. Losing our Great Henge was huge because, as you notice, we're kind of drawing a little dry here without it. Well, we're not drawing anything right now. But we only went through 1, and we're 23 cards deep. Gotta be really careful how we tap this. Not really. He can counter that, but he can't counter this next one. That's a lot of damage. He kills one, and I'm like, we back at it again, brah. Good game, Lithus. That was fun. Ah, man. Very fun to play with these bigger creatures. I like it. Just straight brute force, you know? A lot of fun. For sure.